Hey, it's Ronnie, I'm back. It is Friday night, my vacation day night, about 9:15. I've been out here working on the long-tail setup since about 11 o'clock this morning. I had to get up and I had to do all my housework and laundry and everything first, but looky there. I got the shaftage in the tube, and what took a long time took me about 4 hours. Every time you drill a hole like that, or these, where the bearings set, and tap them, you can see the shiny in that hole now. That's the bearings. They're all lined up. Every one of them lines up like they're supposed to. Yeah, baby, I got it right. But every hole you drill and tap leaves a ridge on the inside of the tube, and the bearings wouldn't fit. So I had to knock the ridges down. So what do? Well, my deal was make one of these. See that? That's 3/8" ready rod, 3 chunks, 9 feet, with connectors, and then a drum flap sanding drum thing, and I welded it to the end and went through and found every spot where I had drilled holes and had to spin it and hone them down and be very, very careful so I didn't go too far. And it all slides right in and out now, but that took, to build that little setup there, get it all going, and then to get it all honed out right and everything, so it slides totally in and out. But I'm going to leave it in here tonight. I'm just going to pull the whole main tube out. The bearings go in here too. Be all this. It was an ordeal because I couldn't reef on it too much because I thought I had another one of those sanding drums, 1.5 inch size. Nope, the only one I got, so I couldn't totally go after it and wear it out. Yeah, I got about 4 hours fitting all that. And all the bearings line up where they're supposed to. But I'm an honest man. I told you this is the most technical part of the whole build right here. Within 3 to 5 thou, which is less than the thickness of a human hair. And all the internals I got, it all slides right in and out now. No problem, don't beat on or anything. It said that 243 Loctite thread sealant, holding the bearings perfectly, the inside where I want them. No problem with them coming loose. And but I did make a mistake, but it's not a major mistake. It's just a little tiny one that I can fix in about 10 minutes. But I didn't calculate for the space. So here's my problem. See, where the bearings are here, I have a grease zerk above them, and then I'm going to have the front seal out. So it flows this way because that'll be angling down like this in the water. So the grease is always going to flow into the bearing. But I'm going to put a zerk in there so I can fill that basically almost all the way up with grease. All the way along. One in front of each set of bearing. There's the bearing. There's the zerk all the way up here to fill it. Okay, here's the other bearing. Well, guess what? There's my zerk hole. Right here. All the way up. I can get a zerk in there, but guess what? I won't be able to get a grease gun end on the zerk. I could scoot it back just a little. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna do it right. I'm gonna, tomorrow when I take the guts out of here and pop the seals and everything out, and I have to build the skeg for the back end, that curvy part that goes in the water under the prop and protects it and helps steer it, and get all that done, and all the welding on that first, because then I'll make sure I got it square up and down when I weld it through here, and I gotta cut these plates off that height, and they're gonna be angled here. I don't know if I'll put a support between them, but there'll be one from here to the, yeah, you'll see. But yeah, I gotta weld this around right here when I weld the pipe in for the out shaft. So I'm just gonna fill this in with the welder when I weld around here. Instead of scooting it back and trying to use it, I'm just gonna fill that in with the welder when I go across here, but not too deep where it goes through, where I can't get the bearings out. You gotta remember that. But I'll just kind of tack around it and fill over it and then weld over the top of it. It'll be tight, closed, sealed, and strong as hell. Ain't going anywhere. Now I'm going to drill a different hole about back here where I can get easy access at it and put the grease zerk about here. So then it'll still be able to fill the tube down to there. But yeah, there you go. I told you I'd make mistakes, but I can live with those. Boy, is this a nightmare. I walked away from it for like 20 minutes 3 different times today because stuff just wasn't going right. And I wasn't going to get in a hurry, and I was getting irritated, and then it was so freaking hot. It rained here again this morning. It was 94 degrees today. So yeah, it was not comfortable. It's still 88 out here right now. But yeah, I'm done for tonight. I'm just going to pull that tube out, set it in the garage. My twin brother's going to bring his trailer tomorrow down, his big giant house on wheels that he calls a camper, in an attempt to design something to make him a hitch to pull his boat, which weighs about 3,100 pounds empty, behind that camper. That's like 40-footer. So yeah, it's going to be fun too. But he's going to have to do a lot of it because I got to keep after this. I said, I'm burning my vacation days, everything to work on this, and I need my time to work on my stuff. But I told him I'm helping him out and I'll help him design and stuff. He knows how to weld and stuff, so he can figure it out. I'll help him. But yeah, there you go. I'm going to go to bed. But yeah, I made a mistake. There's the one mistake on the most technical stuff so far. And I made sure, I didn't forget when I put it all back together, I made sure to leave myself a note. Yeah. Don't forget to take the uphill side seals out of the bearings before final shaft assembly, or that would defeat the purpose of flooding the whole shaft with grease like I'm doing. Because there's double sealed on each side, yeah? So I gotta have grease coming into one side. Yeah, I made sure I left me a note for that. But yeah, there you go. And this puppy, like I said, it slides out, it moves. Not a problem, but I ain't gonna move it right now. I'm just gonna pull the whole tube out. But there you go. But I told you I'd make a mistake. That one is simple to fix. I can deal with simple fix mistakes that'll take 15, 20 minutes. Even if they take an hour of a mistake. Get it correct. The ones that you screw up and basically got to start all over from scratch or something, those are the ones I don't like. So yeah, I'm doing pretty good on my average. Peace. Love, have a heart, have a heart. As I said, man, believe in yourself. Dream it, think it, work it out. Make it happen. Make stuff that never existed. I said, do it to it. There you go, it can be done. Just gotta try and believe. And if you fail, at least you tried it. I'm doing good, it's gonna work. I said, that was the most technical part that was so touchy about getting everything just lined up perfect. Oh, and getting it all smooth where it'll all go in and out. So if I do have a bearing go out, I can take it out again and just change a bearing, you know, without having to cut the tube in half or something. So yeah, I'm thinking ahead for repairs down the road because they'll probably need a bearing sometime, you know, so I got to deal with all that and repairs too. So there you go. But yeah, I'm happy, man. All the bearings, if you see the shiny spot in these little holes, that's the bearings lining up, and they're only 1/4 inch wide. And they all are stuck to that shaft like I showed you where I used that 243 Loctite and measured them and then put that masking tape on both sides to keep them from scooting and left it set for 4 days. There's all the holes. They're shiny. They're all there. This is where the greasers go in. And then the two here come in from the back side and they butt up against that ring that's welded in from here to here. So that, you know, this just keep this red safe so I don't mash them up. But yeah, there you go, man. I did it. My plan, the engineering. I said the rest of the stuff wasn't easy, but this was just freaking nerve-wracking, and to find the parts that fit and everything. I told you all about it. With those specs, that baby is solid. There is going to be no vibration, I don't think, at all. There better not be on a, you know, 2-3 thousandths clearance. And when I got them clamped down, oh man, it should be awesome. Unless the prop's out of balance, that might cause a little ordeal. But it ain't gonna be nothing like the ones that they buy for $1,200 that ain't balanced or squat. Yeah, I'll find out when I get her on the water and start running, even before I get on the water and just dry run it. Because it's air-cooled engine, and it'll be full of grease. When it's all done and painted and put together and I fire it up, I don't have to put it in the water. I can just let it sit on a deal like that and let it run and see what she does first. See if there's any weird glitches or something. But slow but sure, I'm getting after it. I'll get her. Love you all, man. Have a good one. I'll be back. Take care. You know, don't listen to the naysayers. What you want to try, do it. I said then if you get it right, you can tell them later, go pound sand and embarrass the hell out of them. I love you, man. Have a good one. I'll be back. Yeah, you like that setup? That's pretty neat, ain't it? I build my own equipment. Alright, man. Have a good one. I'll see you later. I promise. Ciao.